Hello, everyone. This is Sandy Wilhelmina, and I am here with my first video for the third time. We've lost the one I liked to the interwebs, and the first one is a story for another day. We have a small, private, I guess you would say, family-owned rescue. We have rescued sheep, probably 28 now. And at one time we had 110, and I do not know how we pulled that off. But I digress. Everyone here in this community has been amazing. And I just started in this junk journaling about a year ago, well, almost exactly a year ago. And I've been sourcing and hemming and hawing about whether I should have a YouTube channel. And I've had so much fun on everybody else's channels that I decided I would do it. It hasn't gone exactly well, so please excuse the camera work. I don't always get along with it. So that said, I have a lot of people I should thank for being here. And I'm sure I will forget everyone. I will forget anyone that I shouldn't forget, but all of you, I'm so grateful that you're here and that you will listen to me ramble about silly things that happen here on the farm. And this is a haul. It's several actually, because I got behind when we lost the video. So here are a couple of books. This one is called There's an Owl in the Shower. It is an adorable book. It is from, it's a paperback. Look at those papers. Oh my goodness. This is from 1995. And it's all about a little boy who finds a baby owl that blew out of the nest in a storm. And it talks all about, it's basically, it teaches all about owls and why you shouldn't have them, but if you do, how do you take care of them? And the little boy took him home, and the mom said, "You can't have that little thing in here. He's dirty." So he popped the owl in the shower. And this is all just about what he learns, and at the end of the book, he takes him back to his family in the forest, and it's happily ever after, except he missed the owl. That is probably going to be a part of an owl journal. I suppose I could move these out of the way. I'm sorry. Okay. I've actually found this on Facebook Marketplace. We have a very strained relationship, and I am there way too often. But I had never seen this one. And this is Count the Puppies. Start Right Elf book was 99 cents. Oh boy. And it's an MCM. MCM LXVI. I looked it up and I did not write myself a note. Note to self. I will have many after this. So it's by Carolyn D., illustrated by Mary Wilden. And I just love, the graphics are just amazing. And even though the pages are aged, everything is just so perfect. So, oh boy, clown. That would be for Candace. So this is what, I gotta stop saying so. I apologize for that. So that is that book. And there, I just said it again, didn't I? This also came with that book. It's a wonder book. ABC and Counting. Again, I just love these old books. 1946. And it just goes through the whole alphabet. Duh, right? And just the whole, I don't know, I just love the graphics. Of course, we like yarn here. And then there's some helpful things for teaching kids to write. Oh no, an owl. I'm seeing them everywhere now. I love this book. Farm Babies with Lambs on the Front. How could you go wrong? Again, MCM LVI. I should have written it down. But again, same story. I just think they would make great journaling cards. It would be a great it would be a great anything. I mean, you could do anything with this book. This book came with a surprise inside. Handkerchief edgings. It was 10 cents when it was first sold, and it covers crochet, tatted, and hairpin lace. None of which I can do. This is from 1953, and it goes through all kinds of patterns, and I was surprised to see colors on the inside. So just think of all the wonderful things you could do with this book. And it will show up on the website or on the marketplace, on the Traveling Crafter marketplace. If you haven't been there, I will link it down below. This is the one, it's Campbell's complete, excuse me, the complete book of crochet. And Dolores B. Henning owned it at one point. And this is the 1948 version, first published in 1946. So I won't flip through every page, but oh my goodness, right? Talk about things to cut out, fussy cut, put in a journal. It's just, my goodness, look at that. Wouldn't that be fun? Lots of little graphics. Ooh la la. So this will also be available on the marketplace. And I think you probably would love it. And I will leave the handkerchief edgings in it. This is a former library book. My mom and a friend of mine went to the library by Mom's house in Illinois, and they were having their huge sale. They have it twice a year, and I've never been there, but I will be going back. This is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Rudolph Shines Again by Robert May. And it's copyright 1939, but this is the 1954 version. I personally am not a big fan of the Rudolph story just because I'm a wimp and it makes me cry. However, I couldn't pass it up because look at these graphics. I'm not sure that I'm ready to take this book apart, but if I do, it will be majorly fun. I'm going to offer it for sale first. It'll be on the marketplace and our website. I list on both places. So I love Rudolph, but the story just makes me too sad. Look at that. Because you're not looking at it, right? Oh, you don't need to see that. See what I mean? So it's a big book. I neglected to bring my ruler, so Hazel, don't get after me too bad now. This was another find on Facebook Marketplace. I have 3 receipt books. Oh, wait, 4. Silly me. Okay, we'll do one at a time. I don't know the ages on any of these, but aren't those cool? I just think they're really awesome. So, of course, you can't pass up stuff like that. This was also in the same one. It says carbon, and there is a carbon in the back, but I just figure, who needs carbon with something like that? It just gives you more to use in your journals. There's another one, even bigger. And it doesn't say, I think this is probably older. It's got some tabs, and they're just really, again, might be all I say tonight is really cool. This was a great package that I came across. They're from Ohio. And again, no dates on these, but this one's a different color. A lot of it's been used, so we can use that too. Just some of my favorite things. What was that? Oh, it's just a short one. I thought maybe there was some money in there. Along with that came some ephemera, which I haven't really looked at. But look at that. It's from November 8th, 1900. Writing to Cousin Ed, I believe, and this is Office of the City Engineer in Montana. And I won't read the whole thing, but this is amazing. It's just too fun. I don't know. I would have to work on this and figure it out. And then we have an electric bill from, well, 1946. It was a total of $3.84 in Cleveland Electric Illuminating Company. Best location in the nation. Cool postage. This, I'm not sure what the heck, except that it's a flyer brochure. I think it's 1928, but I'm not positive on that one. That might be when they opened their company. And it's just listings of farms. And they must have sent this out just to show listings, and got them broken down to fruit farms, poultry, and truck farms. So there were a few of those, and I'll be sharing those with people. This also came from Ohio, and I know they're vintage, but I'm really not sure how vintage. All I know is they're very cool, and again, from Ohio. And I believe that this is for merchandise. So it would have come from the May Company to probably the people who worked for them instead of money, or I don't know. I really need to look them up. And these, I think, are covers for postage stamps. They used to come in the little books. It looks like it would fold in the middle, but don't quote me on that. And there's several different presentations here. This is a whole booklet of them, and there are several of these in the different colors. And I love the font on them is just fantastic. So that is that one. And then I'm going to show you kind of a flip through of the journal I'm finally finished with, and hoping that someone will have to have it. It's a big one. Oh, look, a ruler. It is about 7.5 by almost 11.5. And it started out as it's a very old book, and the binding was shot, as was the paper inside. So I decided that this was too pretty to not use again. So that's what I've done. All of the fabric is vintage. Most of the ribbon and trim in this is from a friend's mom's estate, and she was a seamstress, as was his grandma, and he has 16 siblings. I can't believe that she had time to do anything, much less so. This is book guts. These are from the spine of the book, and it's a ring-bound journal. Hopefully I'm in frame. Please bear with me. And I used a fan. It's a reproduction. And I used that for pockets on the front of the book. Did a little decorating there, and then I have some stuff here for the person to have. This is the inscription from whoever owned it originally. The book was from the late 1800s. So get a bunch of places there. Most of what's in here, I try really hard to use items I thrift or that I find that can be used again. This is our local paper. This is God Bless You from Robert Burns, one of my favorite authors. It's a old part of an old greeting card that I took apart because it was not in great shape, but it's vellum. So who can not do vellum? I have a lot of ledger in here. This is 1892, and this is from a oh gosh, country store in sort of the middle of Wisconsin. And I do have information on that that I would share with this book. This is my own cloth washi tape cutouts that I fussy cut and just put on there. Rescued paper. This is not my I found it in a thrift store, so I think that counts. This was out of an ideals book. And this is some paper that came from an antique store this summer that was closing, and I found the whole box of it, a brand new box, in the very basement of the place. And there's just room for some cute stuff back there. This was a, gosh, my words are escaping me. I'm really sorry, everyone. It was a greeting card that you could put money in. So I put that there. This is fly paper from a book. These I got in an auction box. And I just think it's really cool paper. It's really nice paper. This I sewed up for a pocket, and I have all of the usual fun stuff inside. Made a little pocket envelope, and I put more stuff in there. That's wallpaper or contact paper, I'm not sure. I love border collies. And I made the little tags. Obviously, whoever buys it could take that off. This is gift paper. Angel food cake mix. Who doesn't need angel food cake over the holidays? And this is paper from a flyleaf of a book. I did put that on another piece of paper because it was pretty weak. This is German dictionary. This is just cool. Another auction box find. I don't remember where I got this at. And this paper, I actually found at Walmart when I was out with my mom. It was 75 cents a package. I bought 3 of them because I couldn't feel the paper when I found it. So I didn't want to go home and not like what I bought. Well, I was too lazy to go back once I knew I did like it. It's called drawing paper, but it feels like parchment paper. It's really nice paper. So for 75 cents a pack, I could have gone back and gotten a whole lot more, but I was lazy and I didn't go. So, but I have a lot of it. There's some greeting cards, little Christmas things I have. Oh boy, if you could have any kind of tree besides the standard evergreen as your Christmas tree, what type would you choose? You could leave your answers in the comments. A great Christmas bazaar. And then this is, I didn't have it in me to cut this down. It's from 1923. So I just folded it over, and it's more of that paper. There's a sheep. Everybody gets a sheep in their journal. And this is from a railroad company in the South somewhere. I'm not really sure where that was. Some vintage music. This is tucked in there. This page is just really nifty lettering. Another auction box find. This was from a Hardy's Boy book. Blank ledger. Another lamb. Whoever gets this one's going to have their own flock. And that's his story about being the Easter lamb, or Christmas lamb in the nativity scene. This is from a coloring book, and I backed it with music paper, music roll. Oh gosh, there's Jolly, I'm sorry. Nothing I can do. And this is an envelope that I made. this out of a piece of paper, magazine probably. This is Ideals. I think, maybe not. And then I just made this little cute envelope to put things in. I forgot to leave that open. This is a marbled paper from the end of a book from 1882. This guy came out of the Sears catalog and he just cracked me up. So 1875 even. It's encyclopedia paper over there. More trim from Jody's mom. I don't remember where I got that. This is from a cookbook. So you'll know all the food equivalencies. I just gather up pictures. I don't always keep a whole book. I will go through and save what I want for myself and for someone else to use. And this is closed with this. And it's a Christmas card that I found somewhere. I never thought I would be doing this, so I really didn't pay attention to where I got things from. Just checking his list. Some writing paper. This is a piece of file folder. The green one's the hanging file. Oh gosh, now he's scratching at the door. No, Jolly. Yikes. Betty Crocker Deluxe Gingerbread with variations, no less. And then, of course, you need antifreeze on the back of that, right? This is another bunch of ledger. This opens, and this is upside down. This is the book binding, the cover of the spine. And I thought this was too cool to let go away because they used the Delineator magazine, reused it in the binding of this book. They did not waste a thing. And it's just beautiful. So I have to think of what I will do with those things in the future because they're just too fun and maybe I should laminate them. I don't know. Book library packet. And look at these. I found those at the dollar store. Mom takes me shopping and we have fun. And he reminded me of the Santas that we'd have around the house at Christmas time. This is Christmas music. And the fam. Not my family. I love dogs, and that one wanted to sit by a Christmas tree. This is from 1885. It's a teacher's contract. And this was from a township ledger. So it is really, it was really hilarious to read what they had to report and what they had to sign. It was really pretty funny. Christmas snow, recipe card. This is another pocket from the file folder with a happy penguin riding out in the snow, and then just some extra paper. And I am going to put more stuff in these pockets, but I want to keep some stuff a secret. This is stationery I found at the thrift store. This is a map that is just the neatest paper. It's part of a map, and it's just really nice paper. So I put that in too. Who doesn't need a map for Christmas? No more sheep while shepherds watch their flocks. And look at that green print. And I saw 3 ships. And if you know me, or if you've seen me at Angela's live sales, I love the big tall ships. Pirates. Arr! This is an old photography envelope that you would have sent your film in with. And some fussy cuts, an old ad for the flame-proof plastic tree, and some stickers and tags up there. This is from a local company. I do not know which one. A lot of times I get these ledgers and I don't know whose they were. But this is from Monroe, 1953, and December. More of my favorite paper. And I loved this picture. I probably, let's see, there, and oat cereal and Cheerios. Parker House Rolls. She's cute. Too much fun. So that you could even take out and use for something else. This is part of a ledger page from a London lawyer, and he kept all of his records. This was mainly his billing record, but it does have some comments about what went on and what he had to do, and I just love ledgers. This is a receipt from somewhere. Extra paper. This is a ad for muslin toy books. 3 for 21 cents. I hope I'm in frame. I hope you guys are all okay with me here. More. This is the front of a songbook from long ago, and I just liked how pretty it was, so only way to save it was to back it on paper. More ledger paper, more fun pictures from magazines. This was a greeting card box that Jody's mom saved, and I just thought it was cute, and why not? We'll put it in. I backed it with an 1835 Scottish newspaper because it needed some help. Tags. This is from a photography magazine. This is a whole roll I found of this. I think it's contact paper or shelf liner. Feels kind of like wallpaper, only not as heavy. And we have cuties in their